Hey everybody, Chris here. Well, the crypto market's still in the red. Bitcoin, Dogecoin still down. Yeah, this is still the bear market, and we still continue to see the outfall from FTX's downfall. We'll talk about that more ahead, as well as look at the charts and some of the news that is pretty good for Dogecoin. Some bright spots, as always, with Doge. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell so you can be notified when my new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. We'll be live again on Monday night, so please be sure to tune in. Yes, we are still in crypto winter, and it is tough, and it's just dragging on, but that's how it is. We still have this world economy that is essentially in recession, although the United States hasn't officially announced it, but that could be coming in 2023 and could continue to drag out this bear market. That's right, we could still be seeing this for a while going forward, but we know with Dogecoin, Doge always has the possibility of taking off, so you can never be too sure with Doge, which is why dollar cost average, and I'll show you where I bought last night on the charts. But Dogecoin overall, yes, the sentiment seems to be fairly good, even though it's down, but it's higher than it was a month ago, which Bitcoin cannot say the same, as Bitcoin dropped below 16,000 again. So let's go ahead, let's take a look at the charts and the news, and I'll show you what I'm looking at. So we'll start here looking at the Dogecoin chart, and this is Dogecoin on the daily now. What we're looking at, Dogecoin trading at 7.6 cents. And this is the big run up that we had in late October with Elon Musk buying Twitter and all of the excitement there for Doge. And then this downfall here, this is the FTX bankruptcy, which for Doge was a little more volatile than the Doge trading going down. And so what we see is this this line here, this purple line here, which was an upward trend line, hitting the lows from October 25th. And then again, when Doge came down to 7 cents here on November 9th, that we broke through that last night. So let's go to the 30-minute and take a little closer look at what happened last night with Doge trading down, hit that line right there on Sunday afternoon, traded back up, and then dropped below. Now, I do my dollar cost average buying of Dogecoin on a weekly basis on Sundays, and last night I caught Dogecoin at 7.40 cents. So that's right down here. So just so happens that on Sundays, Sunday seems to be a good time to buy on a weekly basis, and that's just 2 Sundays in a row for me that it's been down lower. But I know when I tweeted out that I had bought Doge and DCA'd there, others responded saying they were buying right at the same time last night. So that seems to be working right now for accumulating Dogecoin. And here's Bitcoin. Bitcoin dropping below $16,000 last night. Now trading up a little bit more. We'll see how this goes going forward. So what's going on? Why are we still going down? Well, it's again more tied to FTX. And now it looks like it's the Bahamas government that ordered Sam Bankman-Fried to hack FTX and pull crypto out of FTX. Isn't this is just amazing what is going on here? So you've got all of these assets which now are being held by the Bahamas government. And what are they doing? The so-called FTX hacker. Is this really the Bahamas government? They're selling Ethereum. So what they had done is they had taken all these assets, they'd converted to Ethereum, and they were like the 35th largest Ethereum holder in wallet size. And now what they're doing is they're selling off ETH and converting it into Bitcoin, maybe Bitcoin more as a store of value or whatever. But what that's leading to is Ethereum dumping. So Ethereum is now down to 1130, was down almost below 1100 last night. So a lot of this is Ethereum now dropping because of all of this selling of ETH. and it's taking the markets down with it. If we look at this relationship between Ethereum and Bitcoin, it is really down. I mean, look at these drops in Ethereum in its trading relationship to Bitcoin. Doge also is down in its relationship to Bitcoin. That has dropped down below this 0.005% line and now is at like 4 3/4 or so. So that's pretty tough to see. And the total market cap of all cryptocurrencies now down to like 750 billion. So that's quite a bit down below $1 trillion where we saw the markets before. So with that dumping of ETH, again, a lot of this is this negative news and the selling pressure that we see Bitcoin miners selling Bitcoin because they're having a harder time maintaining profits through mining of Bitcoin. So they're having to sell Bitcoin. So we have that selling pressure. And then we have other exchanges that are having troubles being able to meet its liquidity. A lot of rumors flying around of different exchanges that could be next. And again, just get your coins off exchanges. This is another warning of that. We also have regulation. In the United States, Joe Biden leads critical call for game-changing global Bitcoin and crypto rules. So this is the United States anteing up in its game to regulate cryptocurrency. And what are they going to do? Because they want to protect the American people, right? So this, we don't know what regulation would mean for cryptocurrency, what that means going forward. But with that uncertainty, investors don't like uncertainty. And so you're going to have the risk on assets be the ones that are being sold. So again, a lot of selling pressure. But what does that mean for Doge and what's going on with Doge? So here's a fun little article. High-ranking South Korean civil servant caught trading Doge during a key meeting. That's right. He was caught buying Dogecoin on his cell phone in the middle of an important local government meeting. This is the Doge way, right? This is it. This is great for buying Doge, right? And here's another article from Bitcoin. A study shows Dogecoin investors among the least stressed in aftermath of FTX disaster. Well, there's two reasons for that. One of them, we just had this big run of Dogecoin based on Elon Musk buying Twitter. So Dogecoin is higher than it was a month ago in its relationship with other cryptocurrencies. But also, we know the future of Dogecoin. We know what Dogecoin's potential is. And so we see these, this bear market, and we see this drop in all the cryptos, including Dogecoin, and we're like, yeah, okay, we accept it because we know where Dogecoin is going. So, yes, we're the least stressed. We're having fun with dogs and memes, or at least trying to. And I know a lot of people's portfolios are down, and that's tough. We'll talk about that more during a live stream on Monday night and how we all feel about that. But we're least stressed. And then finally, I've got this. This is a thread by Alex Villegas on Twitter. And he has a big following, and he calls this the ultimate thread on Dogecoin. And I have a link in the description below to this thread, which is interesting to read about and what he's talking about regarding Dogecoin, its tech and protocol, the use cases, and the Dogecoin community. And Dogecoin is a proof of work cryptocurrency, and you can mine with it. It doesn't use the same kind of miners or mining equipment that Bitcoin uses, which is really more focused on the retail miners and not the big corporate miners. But people are actually more in the profit on mining Dogecoin than mining Bitcoin. So there is a positive there, and especially with the price of rigs coming down, if you want ASIC miners, the price is coming down, and this might be something that more and more people will try out. Here are the nodes that are spread worldwide for Dogecoin, which is very good. And so this goes into the mining calculator here, why it's in a profit. And then a little bit about Bitcoin versus Dogecoin. Dogecoin is faster, transactions per second of 33 versus 7 on Bitcoin without using Lightning Network or Layer 2. If Dogecoin is to be used for tipping on Twitter, Dogecoin might not be fast enough to keep up with that high volume of microtransactions, and that's something I think that we're going to have to test out going forward. He says this about, Dogecoin doesn't support smart contracts like Ethereum does, and I responded to this saying that I didn't think Dogecoin needed to. That's, all cryptocurrencies don't have to be the same, and Bitcoin doesn't support smart contracts, and nobody complains about Bitcoin or that. So why bring this up about Dogecoin? It is not a smart contract platform. That's not why it is there, and that's not what it's trying to do. Doge is a coin. It has its own blockchain. So he gets into the wallets, and he says this is concerning. The top wallet holds 28% of the supply. And again, this is the FUD about Dogecoin again, because we know that top wallet belongs to Robinhood, and Robinhood holds all of that Dogecoin on behalf of us, the users that bought Dogecoin on Robinhood, which was many new crypto buyers coming into crypto for the first time. And what's the first crypto they bought? It's Dogecoin. That's right, it's Dogecoin. And also this chart, and I've shown this chart before, but this is the worst case. 5 billion new Doge are mined every year, and that isn't true. That is the most that could be mined. Over the past 12 months, it's actually been about half of that because the volume of Dogecoin has been down, so it's much less. Because the volume, or the total circulating supply, wasn't even 130 billion a year ago. And 132 now. If it was 5 billion, this would be up over 135, and it's not. So we have use cases, and you can read on about Elon and Starlink, and what Elon is saying about use of Twitter, custodial wallets. So this is all really good, and I recommend everyone read through this. And here were my responses. This is about the number they're at. Overall, I think it's a great overview. Just had a few points of clarification here. The number of new Doge, and here about Robinhood and the new wallets. And lastly, it was about smart contracts, and Doge does not need to be like ETH. So that's a little bit of what's going on. Again, it's someone else who's saying Dogecoin, pretty interesting. Dogecoin is still a top 10 cryptocurrency by market cap. It's holding up very well despite this overall bear market. So if you're interested in learning more about Doge, I think this thread is probably a good place to start. So as I said earlier, adopting a dollar cost averaging approach seems to be the best way to go about adding Dogecoin, as well as other cryptocurrencies, to your stash. And also, another warning, do not keep your coins on exchanges. As we see more and more exchanges running into problems, they're all interconnected because of borrowing and leverage and everything that's being used across platforms. All of these exchanges in this bear market trying to make a little extra money here and there. And what does that come at? It comes at the risk of your coins sitting on exchanges. I have a link below to Ledger. If you want to check out a Ledger hardware wallet, check out the link in the description below. And as always, please leave a comment on what you think about what's going on with Dogecoin versus the rest of the crypto market. Give the video a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.